I'm forewarned meteorologist Brett Collar with an update as we have a tornado warning now in effect for parts of Macomb County. You can see this large cluster of showers and thunderstorms, but it's within this that we have that red polygon, which includes Fraser. Folks in Mount Clemens, you're just outside of the warning right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if that does get extended for the next little bit. But you can see that red polygon, that's where the tornado warning is in effect right now. We'll zoom in a little bit closer using our storm relative products, so that we can take a look at the winds within this storm. And anywhere that we're seeing these greens and these reds coming together, the potential is there for some rotation and perhaps a tornado. Now, I've been chatting with the National Weather Service as well. This is a radar indicated tornado, so nothing confirmed to be on the ground, but nevertheless, the danger is still there. So we'll zoom in closer and we'll get some more communities on the map here and some more cities. So there's M53 north to south. So for those folks that are familiar with this area, you are under the gun right there. Also, if you're in Katy, over towards Mount Clemens, Broad Acres, you can see that polygon is just to your west, but still a good idea if you're in these areas to take shelter immediately. We've got a couple of different products that we're able to look at with Exact Track 4D radar, but anywhere that we're seeing rotation take place, there is signs that there could be potentially a tornado on the ground. Now, here's some good news. We look at this product, which is called our CC, correlation coefficient, or our debris detector. We're not seeing a blue ball, which would be indicative of man-made or non-meteorological objects being lofted. So that's good news. We're not seeing that, but something that we'll have to keep a close eye on over the next little while. But like I mentioned, we do have a tornado warning in effect for parts of Macomb County until 2 p.m. So about another 40 minutes from now. So Fraser, get in your safe place right now. We'll zoom in even closer and get some more streets on the map. Utica Road, Hayes Road. If you're over towards the east side, Lakeside, Broad Acres, again, get to a safe place as well. This is going to be a small windowless interior room. If you have a hallway or a bathroom that's inside that doesn't have any windows, that's a good place. Of course, a basement is also a good place as well. But Fraser, over towards Sterling Heights, even though you're on the northern fringe of this polygon, of this warning, still a good idea to take shelter. I want to take this back over the last 30 minutes or so and see if there's any other signs of rotation within this cell, because again, this is a radar indicated tornado warning. So as we go back a little bit further, back when it was near Clawson, perhaps there was a little bit of rotation, but not really all that tight. We're more looking for when those greens and those reds are coming together. Now, this is a product called the storm relative velocity. It takes storm motion out of it, and it's really just looking for that spin. And you can see when this storm was near Clawson, perhaps there was some there. We'll fast forward now. This was about, this was at 1:09 p.m. And as you can see, as we advance it closer to our present time, perhaps some signs of rotation. And if we're looking at this area, this is 14 Mile Road. Looks like it's just east of Ryan Road. If you're familiar with Metropolitan Parkway, that's going west to east. This storm is likely going to move to the east and the northeast. So again, folks in Katy, get to your safe place right now, as again, this is a life-threatening situation, as any tornado is. This is all with a cluster of showers and thunderstorms that's been moving through. So far, nothing severe, but again, we have been picking up signs that there's been a little bit of rotation within that cell. So where should you go in your home? It really depends upon your home, but the general rule of thumb is the innermost room of your home, away from doors and windows, and you want to get as many walls between you and the outside as possible. So for a lot of us, it's going to be the basement. But if you don't have a basement, still a good idea. These interior rooms, ideally without windows, but again, basement is usually the best bet in situations like this. So we'll get back to the radar here. Just a quick note there on Exact Track 4D radar, and we'll zoom in a little bit closer on the cell that's, again, prompted this tornado warning. And what we'll do, we'll take the lightning off, but we'll also be able to track this storm so that we can see where it's going next. So the tornado warning, the strongest part of this storm is crossing M53 right now. Let's see, it is moving at about 35 miles per hour. So it's moving at a decent clip. So Fraser, 1:27 p.m. Mount Clemens, 1:35 p.m. New Baltimore, 1:50 p.m. I'm going to even include the folks in Chesterfield Township, likely going to be closer to 1:35 as well. If you're in Roseville, go ahead and stay inside, away from doors and windows right now. You're not under the warning, but you're pretty close. And again, that rotation, even though it's not all that tight, it is still showing signs that there could potentially be a tornado on the ground. The National Weather Service issued this warning. It was at 1:12 p.m., so just a little over 10 minutes ago, and it's a radar indicated warning. So that's something that we're going to have to keep a close eye on, because even though there's not been a confirmation on the ground, it's something that is potentially still going to be there. Now here's some good news. It looks like the Weather Service just dropped this warning. Let me double check this. It does look like they expired this warning a little bit early. If you're in this area, yep, sure enough, yep, the confirmation's there from the National Weather Service. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears to be capable of producing a tornado. So that's why they've since expired this warning. So some great news there. No longer under a tornado warning is parts of Macomb County, but there are still some very strong thunderstorms in this area. So I would give it at least the next 30 to 45 minutes. If you're in Macomb County, St. Clair County, stay inside. There's still a lot of intensity with these storms, a lot of lightning and thunder, and potentially some strong damaging winds. We're going to keep a close eye on this and keep you updated. We will also be live on Local 4 Plus at 1:30 in just a few minutes, where we will be live tracking all these storms. Should anything become severe, we will let you know here live on Local 4, but also, of course, on the 401 Weather app, Local 4 Plus, and our website, clickondetroit.com. We'll get you back now to regular programming.